I brewed a batch of beer on the Grainfather using my brewing recipe spreadsheet instead of their mobile app and website. If you want to see more about how I did it, stick around. Hello everyone and welcome back. Recently I brewed a batch of beer on the Grainfather without using either the mobile app or the related recipe website. I've had issues with the recipe website over the past year. In particular, its inability to input or output a mash extract efficiency value that's necessary to design a recipe or to copy another person's recipe and adapt it to your own brew system and process. This is why beer recipes state the assumed extract efficiency value so you can adjust your grain bill to match your process so you can make the exact same beer as the recipe dictates. If you don't know what I'm referring to, I did a separate video on how to adjust recipes to match your extract efficiency. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. It's on my channel. I'll put a link to it down below and up in the card up here. What they have instead is a more generic Brewhouse Efficiency value, not to be confused with extract efficiency. Brewhouse Efficiency includes the extract efficiency in it, but also includes other things like losses in your system, which I account for separately on my spreadsheet, for example. And it's not the right kind of number to use to scale and adapt recipes, to adjust grain bills and hop bills. Hop bills as well, because the work gravity in your boil affects the hop utilization rate you get. So they're tied together. So you really want this extract efficiency value. So when you take a recipe and you adapt it to your system, you can actually adjust the grain bill and hops bill to come up with the intended bitterness and the specific gravity. A while back, I submitted an enhancement request with the Grainfather folks to update the recipe and either replace the Brewhouse Efficiency with an extract efficiency or actually add it in there and actually be able to adjust and scale the grain bills accordingly with that value. But months later, it's not there, and I don't know if it ever will be incorporated. So rather than continuing using the Grainfather website with its limitations, as I just previously mentioned, and the fact that I have to also take the recipes and convert it on my spreadsheet here for those of you who are non-Grainfather viewers of mine, so you can also take those recipes and use it on your systems. I decided to ditch the app and the website and go forward just using my brewing spreadsheet with this thing. Enough of the backstory. Let's get on with what I did. I decided to not use the Grainfather app as well because its functionality is severely crippled, considering that in order to use it properly, you need to use their website to design a recipe, and this app syncs to the website and downloads the recipe and then fills in all the blanks on the app to help talk to the Grainfather to get everything working right with the timers and the additions, the alarms, the temperatures and such. As a result, I went the manual route, just simply pushing buttons on the Connect device. I copied a recipe that was published in a recent issue of Brew Your Own magazine, and in that magazine they use an assumed extract efficiency of 65%. Now, no, they don't say Brewhouse efficiency, okay? Extract efficiency, 65%. I scaled it to what I think is my Grainfather extract efficiency. Again, I say I think because the website had no way to input one or to output one after your brew day. So I went back through some of my old recipes and sort of did some hand calcs and got an average value of 85%. I then adjusted my recipe based upon that video I told you about earlier, scaling the stated recipe's efficiency to match my efficiency or my assumed efficiency in this system, ensuring that the outputs of the recipe match the outputs of the original recipe in terms of original gravity, final gravity, and bitterness, or IBU calcs. With regards to using the Grainfather manually, it's a very simple process. It's just a matter of pushing buttons. I manually configured the delayed timer the night before to heat up my hot liquor tank water in the morning before I woke up. That was nice. Previously I would do that on the app. You don't need the app to do that. It's right there on the control panel. I was also able to set up a multi-step mash process. The first step being the actual mash, the second step just being a mash out step. The Connect device had its own alarm system that would beep to let you know when something needed attention or if it was ready to go on to another step. I followed the recipe as written on my spreadsheet, adding the required amount of grains and water at the specified times. I had my choice of using my hard copy printout of my spreadsheet or using it on my iPad. The iPad method was much nicer because I can actually change values dynamically during the brew day in case anything has to adjust and change on the fly. Mash in, mash out, and the sparging all went through without a hitch. I manually set the boil temperature on my device after collecting my pre-work volume. The boil went fine, added the hops when required, not a problem there. And chilling and racking went as usual. Thanks to the use of my brewing spreadsheet, my actual extract efficiency was calculated, and I found it to be a little off from what I actually estimated when I designed the recipe. I didn't have that before with the Grainfather app, but the differences were okay. Now that I know what my actual was, I can now create an updated version of the recipe, scaling the recipe again to match my actual efficiency, so the next time I brew this, it'll be spot on exact. Everything went fine, excellent beer was made, and I no longer have to make a duplicate copy of the recipe and scale it up for my brewing spreadsheet and for the Grainfather website. If you're curious to what Chad and I brewed here in this video, stay tuned for an upcoming grain to glass video where we go over that. But I'll give you a hint right now. It's a clone of a popular IPA designed by another guy named Larry and his brewing company out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, put them down below in the comments section. If you found this video helpful or at least somewhat interesting, give me a like. If you're a new viewer or not yet subscribed, consider subscribing. I make various how-to, recipe, and review videos on both brewing and cooking. I really do appreciate all the support from you folks out there. It really does mean a lot to me. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out other videos on my YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe.